How to make a Minecraft video. Hello there, my name is Busta Lime. Welcome to my Busta Lime land. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a Minecraft video, and I'm just going to keep it pretty simple and do kind of improv style, step by step, making a video. So if you want to make Minecraft videos, this is the video for you, and maybe I'll make some follow-up videos with other details that I might not get to this time, because there's a lot of little things that you do when you make a video. And let's face it, I'm not the world's best video maker, but I think I do a good job. I think I do a pretty good job. So let's start off here. Okay, so I just logged into my world. This is my world. If you want to see some other videos from this world, just go ahead and look at my Let's Play. But I'm gonna make a pretend Let's Play episode. I would do like a welcome, hello, and I'm recording this. I will show you that in a second, how to record. I do a hello, my name is Busta Lime, welcome to my world, and I'll catch up my audience on some things. I'll maybe say what I'm gonna do this next episode. But yeah, this is where we start. And now I'm gonna get out of the full screen. You're gonna see my desktop. I have a second monitor, and over my second monitor, you can see this area. This is OBS. This is a free software for recording stuff from your computer. And you can see there's a mixer. This is my mic voice. And over here, just beneath my mic is the game sound. So right here, you hear the cats, the dogs, that shows up right here. There you go. See that? Okay, I'm gonna pause that. Come back over here. So this I keep in my second monitor. I have a second monitor over to my right, which you're not seeing right now. You're just seeing this one monitor. As you can see, I'm recording right now. You can also stream with this software. That's not going to get covered in this video. I have a hotkey that I can press and start recording at any time, and a hotkey to stop recording. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm actually recording. I don't want to stop it. These are different windows of what you'll see. Right now, this is my Minecraft record. This would be my face cam. This would be different things that show different things. Right now, this is just recording the display on this one monitor right here. I would just say, like, if you have questions of this, you can actually go through the whole process with ChatGPT and say, what do I do to set up this? What do I do to set up this? It does pretty good. It's not perfect. I will say it's not perfect. But you're going to have different settings in OBS. You're going to go to preferences, and there's going to be different settings of, I don't know what all this stuff is. I don't know what this is. This is for streaming, your stream information if you want to stream. Output, here we go, recording output. So right now, you can see I'm recording audio tracks 1 and 2. This is game sound and mic sound. As far as like encoder settings, this is where ChatGPT can be really good, because you can share your what kind of computer you're using and what you can set it up as. So that's really helpful. Okay, I'm going to go out of there. I'm going to go into my audio settings, and here are the different audio sources. I hope this is kind of small. Might have to blow it up. I'll do that in post. So right now it's recording. This is my game sound in the first box, checked. The second box is the mic. Now I have a Discord capture I can do sometimes if I'm playing with another person and get a third channel. I wouldn't worry about any of this other stuff. Basically what you want to do is you want to decide what channels you want to record and if you want them separate or together. I like the ability to balance the mic sound and the game sound and turn one up, turn one down, and not have them interfere. That's probably not very clear, but that's my setup. Please ask questions anywhere along the way, okay? So when I say I'm going to start recording, you can either click this and start recording, or you do your hotkey like I set up. And so let's say, okay, I'm pulling this over to my other monitor, so you're not going to see it. It's still there. I'm going to go back to full screen here. Okay. Now, let's say I'm playing my game. Put on my armor, so I'm going to actually play for a minute. Okay, it's getting to be dark, so I think I'll go to my little bedroom up here. Maybe I'll have to wait. And this, look at that tree. Isn't that a nice little tree? Yes, it is. It's so cute. I gotta show you this. I gotta show off. In my last video, I didn't really show this off very well. I'd upgraded my beehive. A little path. Oh, doesn't that look so good? Take a screenshot. Boom. This could be a thumbnail. So I just took a screenshot. Now I can go to bed. And then I'm gonna start a little project. It's gonna be a simple project because I'm not gonna get complex because most of this video is gonna be about making a video. Here is, okay, there is a library I built over there that I'm not loving as much. I'm liking this stuff more. This stuff looks good. I think that looks good. This, dude, get out of my video. All right. So I built this road here and I kind of think it looks dumb. So what am I going to do? I'm going to break it up. This is my project. In just a minute, I will show you how to do this fast time lapse. Just going to put some of this stuff in a chest. Just get rid of it here. This was my path. And then and I'll stop recording again. So luckily I have a bunch of dirt here from a previous project, and I can use this to fill it in. Now I'm going to mention something called Flashback. I'm not going to use Flashback right now. That could be a whole different video, and maybe I could do a video next time on Flashback, or maybe I could do it now. This is Flashback here. It's a added, what's it called? A mod. Flashback is a mod. It allows you to record gameplay and then go back and set cameras wherever you want. So I just started a flashback recording so I can view this all over again, but I can take like an aerial view and watch from above, watch this amazing process of placing dirt. Yes, these are the jokes, people, sorry. Anyway, so yeah, Flashback is great for replays, and it can be a lot of fun. So you can see this on Flashback, and maybe I will show you a quick example of how to do that. However, I have had some issues with Flashback recently. I don't know what's going on, and I don't know if it has to do with a new update, but we'll try it. We'll try some Flashback. So filling in the dirt. I'm going to go ahead and skip. Now, one thing, if I skip this in OBS, if I stop recording in OBS, I can still record the flashback and still use that. So these are two different ways to record. Let's see if I have enough dirt to make it all the way over there. We'll see. Anyways, I'm going to stop recording here. But you should be able to see on Flashback once we get to the editor. And yes, we will get to the editor. So this is why the project will be small, because I'm going to use the editor and explain that process as well. This is future editor Bustalime here. As you can see, I did a Flashback recording. I'm going to show you how I did this in just a minute. But this is the result of that Flashback recording. Okay, I have made a path. I think I'm going to call this good for now. I mean, of course, it's Minecraft. You can always change things. But as you can see, it's night, and I'm recording at night, and I'm going to show you how I could make this day in Flashback really easily. I'm just going to run back and go to sleep, and then I'm going to get to the editor. So that's my video. My video is building a road. I'm going to hit stop recording, and now we're going to make a little video. Okie doke, let's do this. Actually, before I stop, I'm going to show you here. I'm going to finish the recording, and I can name it. I can just call it Making a Path and save that replay. Now I can use that later. Now I can quit. All right, and I can just quit this. And now I'm still recording here. And I'm going to show you what I use. I use a software called Davinci Resolve. You can do everything in Davinci Resolve. You don't need any other software. You don't need to pay a subscription for Davinci Resolve. It's free and it's amazing. Now I have the paid version, but it's not a subscription. It was a one-time payment. and it's super powerful. So I'm still recording here, and now we are going to go into the editor phase of this. What you see here, this is my last episode that I just did, and it might be useful to show you some things here. Here are the video tracks. Everything above this line, the blue are video. I can change any of the colors I want. And so these are all what you see, and this is all what you hear. 1, 2, 3, this one's blank, 4, 5. There's as many audio tracks as you want and as many video tracks as you want. And so this is how my last video looks, okay? It's mostly just one stream of video, and then there's game sound, which is A1, audio 1, and audio 2 is my voice. So I'm going to just use this. I'm going to use this because I already have it set up. So what I do to start a new project, I usually just take my old project and save it as, instead of making it a copy, I'll call it Busta Lime Land 2.8, meaning season 2, 8th episode. Let's save there. Now I can delete any of this. I'm not going to copy that. I can delete all this content here. Just delete it like that. And I still have my music tracks. Sometimes I reuse those in similar places. Sometimes I don't, but I like to have them there. So this is all my previous stuff. Here, this right here is just a little intro that I put together. It's got zoom up here. There's some tricks, like if I hold down Alt and scroll wheel, then it shrinks it or zooms in or zooms out. That's a nice little trick. I have some hotkeys set up to do some good things too. I'm not going to get into all that. If you have questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. So, all right, here's what we have here. Okay, now you hear it. So this is my intro. It's super amazing. I'll go to full screen so you can see it. That's it. I reuse that. What are you seeing here? You're seeing one layer is the background. It's kind of small, I know. I hope you can see this. So one layer is this background here. This top layer is this logo right here. And it's a little bit transparent. That's something I just set up. I don't know why I did that. Oh, because it's fading in. That's why. Okay, so yeah, look, see, it's fading in and then there. So fade in is right here. You can just grab the corner and that's fading in the sound. This is fading in the video right there. So it fades in. Zoom. And then this is another graphic. This is the season 2 right here. And just a little trick I did right there is the position, the zoom. So you see the zoom is 1. This is really small. I hope you can see it. The zoom over here is 1. And oops, maybe that's not what I did. All right, right here. Okay, so here you see the zoom. This is way zoomed up, and then it's just down to 1, down to here. So that gives it that. Sorry about the noise. Then it all fades out. Of course, I do a little punch sound to make that hit. Get it? And then I have the Heavenly Choir singing, and I also have some ocean waves. You probably can't hear them, but I'll solo them. You can hear. Yeah, that's also going on. So all these different things are going on just for this little fun introduction. And I usually start with this track, this music here. So let's do this. Now I have a location. No, hang on here. Clips. These are my old clips. I'm just going to delete them. There's different ways you can drag and drop clips in. Here's my clips, my OBS recordings. This is what I just recorded today. There's a thing in OBS called, well, it's recording MKV. That's the safest way to record, but I want to edit in MP4 files. So if I go to Remux recordings, I don't know if I can do this while I record. Maybe I can. I can just drag in all of these into here and Remux. Oh, I can. Look, it's doing it right now. And as you see, it just made MPEG 4. Okay. All right, so I can just grab it all. What's this? Oh, this is the one going right now, I think. Yeah, I think that's what's recording right now. So I can take these previous ones and pull this aside again. I can take these, I can just drag them right in. Okay. And I think I'll just do that here. Whoops. I want it there. And I'll just drag it there. It's part of the timeline. You don't have to do that. You can also just stick it in just your, I can just stick it up here in my library. Let's do that with the rest. So we have all those available in our library now, right here. So this is me setting things up. So this is useless. So we'll take the second one in. Put some of this stuff in. Oh, it looks like we went in a different order. Okay, this is over here. This is a preview. I can just preview the clip here. And right here. Look, we just recorded this. So let's start off here. See that? That we just recorded that. Remember doing that? So I'm gonna take this out of my timeline. None of this is destructive. If I edit these clips and delete part of them, it's not destructive. The clip will be there for. This is just like referring to the original clip. So I don't know if that makes sense. So I can shorten this clip, take parts of it out, cut it up, and the original clip will still stay the same. So what you see here, I hope this isn't getting too boring. What you see here is video track, audio track 1, audio track 2. This is my voice here. There's not a lot happening in game, so you don't see a lot here in the game. And here's my voice. Now, if I select this, they're all three attached to each other, but if I hit Alt and click on one, it just selects one part of it. Now I'm going to right click and I'm going to do something called normalizing audio. That kind of optimizes the volume level of the track. So you see how it grew. So it's going to be a little louder now. Hello there, my name is Busta Lime. Whoa, that is really loud. So I'm going to go back to... yeah. And welcome to my Busta Lime land. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a Minecraft video. And that's about right here. So it's just barely in the red. I'm just going to keep it pretty simple. Now, I could do another video on setting audio levels and stuff like that because that's a big complex thing. And I'm probably jumping the gun too much. Hopefully you're learning something. If not, then just let me know in the comments this is the worst video you've ever seen. I'm using this little in-window mixer. You know, you can turn it on and off here. This mixer, you can see this audio too. Kind of improv style, step by step. If I turn it down, this is the video for you. That's too loud. See, that's too loud. It's peaking. So I'm going to go right at 0 because I normalized it. And videos with other details that So what am I not showing you? I'm not showing you all the compression and audio treatment I've done to my microphone beforehand. I have a setup that deals with all that stuff. So yeah, I'm not doing that right now. All right, so here's our opening clip. Right off the bat, you see that there's a bunch of dead air. Hello there, my name is Busta Lime. So I can really easily fix that. Now, right now, I'm going to lock my audio track because I don't want to change anything in my audio track. If I don't lock it and I start cutting stuff, sometimes the audio will get cut and moved. So I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to, now I have a shortcut. I have a shortcut key that will slice this off and delete it. So here's the long version. I could hit Control B, and that cuts it, and then I can delete that, and then I can delete that space, and it moved everything over. Now hit undo, undo, undo. Now if I have this selected, I do have a hotkey that will do all three of those things all at once. It's the best. I love it. So now here's my little intro. Hello there, my name is Busta Lime. Welcome to my Busta Lime land. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a Minecraft video. So this is my little monologue, right? Let's pretend we've listened to it all the way through. You see, sometimes there's a little bit of space in here. Dead time. That shows up right here. There you go. See that? Sometimes it's fun. It's nice to cut out some of this dead space. Right there, it was kind of useful. So I'm just looking through. There's not a lot of dead space. I was talking a lot. So I'm gonna go back here, and then here's another little clip. Now I'm gonna normalize this. Just gonna put some of this stuff in a chest. Just get rid of it here. I don't really want that music. It doesn't fit, so it's gone. In fact, I'm gonna get rid of all this music. This is a long clip here. Okay, this is the stuff you've already seen. You've already seen all this stuff. So here's the actual gameplay. Let's jump to the gameplay. All right. Gameplay time. Now, let's say I'm playing my game. Now I want to cut this. I'm going to cut this so it's its own thing. Now, let's say I'm playing my game. And let me turn back this on. And go back to first person. Put on my armor, so I'm going to actually play for a minute. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff that you don't need to see. I'm going to just cut that out. So again, I'm playing my game. I'm going to cut here, and I'm going to use that shortcut key that I use, and I'm just going to delete all this. So it's going to look like this. Now, let's say I'm playing my game. Put on my armor, so I'm going to actually play for a minute. See that? And that's very normal to see sharp cuts like that in gameplay. Okay, it's getting to be... In fact, I'm going to even cut this off right here. So I'm going to actually play for a minute. Okay, it's getting to be dark, so I think I'll go to my little bedroom up here. Maybe I'll have to wait. And this... Look at that tree. Isn't that a nice little tree? Yes, it is. It's so cute. All right, so I'm playing the game here. This is how I play the game. This is how I record. Now I have up here, I have my music, bunch of music, and stuff that I like to use. I do like this little. Oh, did I delete my intro song? I sure did. Okay, I can't even remember what it was. That's it. Good guess. All right, so I'm gonna bring that down here. Oh, there it is. Now, notice I'm using the zoom feature. Okay, this is my background music track, and it's way too loud right now. Now, let's say I'm playing my game. Put on my armor, so I'm gonna start that right at the put on my armor. Here we go. Now, let's say I'm playing my game. Put on my armor, so I'm gonna actually play for a minute. Okay, it's getting to be dark, so I think I'll... Good timing. Okay, I'm going to turn the volume way down because it's too loud. It's just background music. Go to my little bedroom up here. Maybe I'll have to wait. Just want it to be subtle. And this, look at that project. Okay, so you know all this already because you've already watched it. Could be a thumbnail. Now, I could skip. Here's something, I could leave it there or I could cut it out. Depends on how busy I want it to sound. Took a screenshot. So I'm just cutting out, you can see the visible silence there. Whoops, hit the wrong button. Undo is the lifesaver. So here you have some short little chunky clips. Watch, this is how it's gonna look. Thumbnail. So I just took a screenshot. Now I can go to bed. And then I'm gonna a little bit choppy, and that's fine. I'll show you a little trick. So here's another little trick. If I want to not have all those visual cuts, so I just took a screenshot. Now I can go to bed, and then I can do this. I can grab this video and I can drag it over, and this is gameplay audio, so I can match that up with the video, but the voice happened earlier, so you don't see the cut here, but there is a cut. Watch. Took a screenshot. Now I can go to bed, and then I'm gonna start a little project. See that? So I moved the video over here, so you don't see the cut, but you don't hear that long space. So I will go through and I will edit. I will edit this video like that. So right here, this is the spot. This is the spot where I was going to show you how to speed something up. There's different ways to do this, but I'll show you this. I'm going to break it up. This is my project. I know this is not riveting content, but you know what? We have to do this in Minecraft. We got to do stuff. So I'm going to take this right here. I'm going to break it up. This is my project. And I'm going to cut right there. And then I'm just going to delete the audio, the spoken stuff. And there is a shortcut here. If I just push Command R, speed change, and I can just grab it, and now it's 300%, almost 400%. And this is how to do a little whip through of a first person time lapse. Here goes. So it's taking a little bit long. I'm just going to go even faster. You can go so fast it's just a blur, and then it kind of defeats the purpose. But that works pretty fast. I'll show you what it looks like in first person or full screen. To break it up, this is my project. It's a little too fast, but you can fine tune it. You know, I could pull it out a little bit. All right, so then I'm just gonna put some of this stuff in a chest. Just get rid of it here. This was my path. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you a transition. So I'm gonna do a video transition, and this is a push. The push transition. I don't know if it will work with the time lapse. It does. Okay, so and then I'm gonna do a little bit of a sound effect here called a whoosh. There's the whoosh. There, and do it right with the push, the whoosh and the push. And it's gonna do like this. I'm just gonna put some of this stuff in. A whoosh will say a lot. It'll say like, and then I went and did this, but it just goes whoosh, and it says that same thing like this. I'm just gonna put some of this stuff in a chest. Just get rid of it here. All right, see that? Little whoosh. Whooshity dooshity. Oh, here's the problem. You see this? This is why I lock the audio from time to time, because I started cutting and it cut the audio. So I can fix this really easy. I can just grab this audio and I just drag it right over, and then there we go. I'm gonna lock this, and then I'm gonna cut this and cut out that, and then I'll stop recording again. So now you see, this is how we edit this video. Now I'm gonna have to do this off camera because I'm gonna edit this clip that I'm actually recording, and I can't do that and record it at the same time. This part will be the intro of my real video, videoception here. All right, what else do I have here? Back to my clips. There are so many hacks that I'm not going to show you, but one of them is you can have AI automatically delete the pauses, delete the blank space, and that saves you some time. That is a paid feature, so you can't do that on the free version. But you don't need to do that. I haven't done it yet. If I was finessing this, I would probably, let me show you what I would do to finesse this. Okay, a little bit. You hear the music end right here from a previous project, and I can use this to fill it in. I would try and get this music to end over here. Now, there's a really easy way to do that, and that is to just drag the end. drag it over. Right on the whoosh could be really good too. Just gonna put some of this stuff in. See that? It works great. But I now started it here, like I set up. And so let's say, okay, I'm pulling this over to my other. So now it starts a little too soon. Now I could just shave off the front and see where that lands. Now, let's say I'm playing my game, put on my armor, so I'm gonna actually play for a minute. Okay, that kind of works actually, because it's a nice little break point in this song. So I could just leave it like that and be happy. Now, let's say I'm playing my game, put on my armor, so I'm gonna actually play for a minute. Okay, it's getting to. By the way, I get all my music from a website called Upbeat, uppbeat.io. They have other stuff you can use as well. It's a subscription. It's pretty cheap. That's where I get my music. And so I can use it on YouTube and not get copyright infringement. So again, in the song right here, right at the whoosh, here's the example. Boom. Put some of the. All right, I'm going to show you how to do flashback. Okay, I'm going to do flashback, and I've had issues with flashback lately. I don't know why. Rendering videos has been problematic for some reason. But let's go here, making a path. Remember we recorded this? So it shows up as if you're playing a game. And there we are. Isn't he handsome? Okay, I'm going to do full screen for a minute. And this is flashback. I don't like to have my name there, so I take it off. Now, this is the entirety of this little clip here. It's just, I'm going to drag this over and then, that's it. Boom. That's the whole clip. Okay. So it's pretty simple. And I'll show you how to make a time lapse. You don't have to do time lapse. You can just do a third person view. Let's see here. I like to use this rule of thirds grid and sometimes even the center grid. Usually just the rule of thirds. It helps me frame the shot. And so basically what happened is it recorded the gameplay, and now I can replay the gameplay and set up cameras wherever I want. One thing I like to do is override the time. So, you can have it night. Remember that I said that you can change it from day to night. You can just always have it day. So it's going to be just day for this. And I also, you could override the weather. You could make it overcast, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to, where is it? There it is. Field of view. I like to have around a 30 field of view for these because it gives it a different kind of depth to it. And sometimes I don't, depending on what's going on. I could do an overhead shot. I could do I'm just navigating this is a little different. You have to click and then move. So it's a little different than like gameplay. Like that looks okay. That looks pretty good. Okay, now the rule of thirds guide here. So I have my house about on the third there and me about on the third. So that looks like a pretty good position. I'm going to be standing more over here though for a lot of this. So I'm going to guess something like this, and I want to get a good shot of the road. So maybe I'll just do right there. So if I just hit play, it's just going to play. I can add a camera right here. So this is a camera track, and I'm going to add a camera. Now this camera is sitting here. And this looks pretty good. So some of the replays are fun to have just actual playing speed. Like this is actual playing speed, and it looks pretty good. If I want, I could speed it up, but I actually think at the moment I prefer this, so I'm going to do that. If I want to do a time lapse, then I just add here a time lapse starting point, end point, and determine how long I want the time lapse. And maybe I'll do that in a second. But that looked pretty good, to be honest, just right there. And I can click on my little person. Click on you. Well, okay, let's one thing at a time. Down here, the timeline, I'm going to hit out. And I'm going to hit in right there. And I'm going to move the camera back a little bit in time. Okay. Now, I can just render this as is. I can go File, Export Video, Record Audio. You know what? Hang on. I want to hear audio from this. So I'm going to set audio source on my person over here. So now that's the audio source. You'll hear audio from that spot. Now I'm going to export. This is where it's failed. I'm going to start the export. Got to find a location here. All right, save it there. And now it's exporting this little video. Let's hope it works and doesn't crash. Right at the last frame, sometimes it crashes. It worked. Okay, great. Now I'm going to show you how to do a time lapse. Okay, so if I'm going to move up here, let's say I'm going to do the rest as a time lapse. I'm going to change my field of view back out a little bit, and that should capture just about everything. I'll do the rest as a speedy time lapse. So yeah, I'll start here. I'm going to add a new camera, and I'm going to put I, that's my input, that's my starting spot. And then I'll just zoom up to here. And we'll just show that much. And I hit out. Now I'm going to go time lapse, start a time lapse, add a keyframe. Oops, that's the starting point. I'm going to just drag it over here. And then we add another one. And we'll say, let's say like 5 seconds. Okay. So this is going to take 5 seconds. All that work for 5 seconds of thing. So it's going to look like this. Okay. Now, I do not want the sound source to be me. There we go. Let's do that again. And it's going to speed up when it hits that spot. That looks like the perfect time lapse. Boom. Okay. Now, this is the in and out points. That's where it's going to render for this blue highlighted area. And so let's export this one and hope it works. And it didn't. And it crashed, but that's how you do it. And I'm sorry to say, Flashback is struggling. I'm struggling with, I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to have the first clip. I'm not going to have the second clip because you just saw why. All right. So I'm going to go find where I saved it, and I'm going to drag it in here. This is the little clip. Just put it in there like that. And let's watch. This is why the project will be small, because I'm going to use the editor and explain that process as well. So don't give up on me. There you have it. It does look a little washed out in the color for some reason. I'm not sure why. That is weird. Why does this look so washed out? Well, with Davinci, you have the ability to change things. I just changed my saturation a little bit, and that might have done the trick. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay, so that's how you do it. And basically that's it. That's all it is to it. So I just created this little video. It's not a super impressive video, but that's your job, Miss Content Creators. You go create an awesome video, but that's how you do it. That's how you put a little video together. I would love to hear any questions. Please let me know what you would like to learn about. If there's anything I didn't cover very well, let me know. But this is how you make a little Minecraft video. I hope you make tons of them and have a great time. Last step, you got to export this. In Davinci Resolve, I didn't explain this very well. Down here at the very bottom, you have different functions in different kind of workstations. This is the editor workstation, what I use for most of it. This last one is the deliver page, and this is where you export your video. And this little gray line up here is your in and out of what's going to get exported. And you set up a path of where you want to export it. You add the render to the queue, and then you render it. You render your video, and it sends it out. All of these settings, these are settings like I want it to be an MP4 or whatever type of video file, whatever file you want here, and the quality and all that kind of stuff. And your audio settings, etc. So this is where you export it. Once you have your file exported, then you can upload it to YouTube. This part's really pretty simple. Again, if you want help, go to ChatGPT. It can help with your specific setup. Some things I've found, you might want to do a little bit of testing on different color space tags and gamma tags to find the best result. This is what I found works best for me, Rec 709 and Gamma 2.4. That comes out the most similar look because sometimes the color gets changed in rendering. I don't know why. Anyway, so once you render it, I'm not going to render this quite yet because I still have to render what I'm recording right now. But everything else is pretty much edited and ready to go. I'm just going to add this last clip and then I will render it and I will upload it to YouTube. And that is how you do it. So this is me again. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it was helpful. Let me know if you'd like to learn anything else or have a question. And we'll see you in the next video. Adios.